I run client operations from a coffee shop on my phone using a $20 Claude subscription, and it replaced a $300 a month assistant stack. If you're a solopreneur drowning in inbox triage, proposals, and invoice chasing between meetings, you don't need Claude Code, MCP servers, or sub-agents to fix it. I'll show you the exact 4-project mobile setup I use with voice mode that saves me 3.2 hours every week, measured, not estimated. Most Claude tutorials show desktop power user stuff because it looks impressive on screen. Nobody shows the mobile workflow where 60% of an operator's decisions actually happen. By the end, you'll have the blueprint to copy. I'm Nazar. I build these systems for clients running solo ops. Let's start with the setup nobody mentions. Here's the problem I kept seeing with clients before I built this setup for myself. You're a solopreneur or running a 2 to 5 person operation. Your real working day isn't 9 to 5 at a desk. It's 20 minutes in an Uber, 15 minutes between client calls, 30 minutes at a coffee shop before a meeting. That's where the decisions pile up. A prospect emails asking for a proposal. An invoice bounces. A client sends a screenshot of an issue. And what do most people do? They flag it, promise to handle it tonight, and then at 9 p.m. they're staring at 40 unread emails, wondering where the day went. The standard fix is to hire a virtual assistant for around $300 a month, plus a couple of SaaS tools, a proposal generator, an inbox prioritizer, maybe a CRM add-on. That's another $80 to $150. And you still have to brief the VA. You still have to review the SaaS output. The leverage is fake. Here's what actually works. The Claude mobile app, $20 a month on the Pro plan, voice mode turned on, and 4 pre-built projects pinned at the top. That's the whole stack. Let me walk you through the exact 4 projects, what goes in the system prompt for each, and how I use them on the phone. Project 1 is the inbox triage. Project. The system prompt tells Claude it's my chief of staff. It knows my 3 active client contexts, my response SLAs, and what I consider urgent versus what can wait until Friday batch. The instructions are explicit. When I paste in a batch of emails, return a numbered list, sorted by priority, with a 1-line suggested action for each, and flag anything that needs me to make a decision versus what I can delegate or template respond to. In practice, I open Gmail on my phone, copy the subject lines and first lines of the last 10 to 15 unread emails, paste them into the triage project, and within 30 seconds I have a ranked action list. I knock out the top 3 on the spot. That alone saves me about 45 minutes a day of inbox anxiety. Project 2 is the proposal draft. Project, the system prompt is loaded with my brand voice, my ideal customer profile, my pricing tiers, my standard scope language, and 3 example proposals I've already won. When a prospect calls, I don't write notes during the call. I record key details in my head, and the second the call ends, I open Claude voice mode and just talk. I say something like, spoke with a logistics company, 8 staff, want invoice automation across 3 systems, budget hinted around 4K, timeline 6 weeks, decision maker is the founder, mentioned compliance is a concern. Voice mode transcribes, Claude pulls from the project context, and 90 seconds later, I have a first draft proposal in my brand voice, with the right pricing tier and scope. I edit on the train and send before I'm home. Project 3 is the screenshot to action project. This one's underrated. Clients send screenshots constantly. Error messages, invoices, contracts, dashboard and exports. The system prompt tells Claude to extract structured data from any image, identify what kind of document it is, and return both the raw extraction and a suggested next action. I forward the screenshot from my phone into the Claude app, and I get back, for example, the invoice number, vendor, amount, due date, and a 1-line note saying this is overdue. Suggest sending reminder template B. If you wire this into a simple Telegram bot or a Google Sheet on the back end, you have a fully mobile invoice tracker without buying any accounting SaaS. Project 4 is the daily stand-up and decision log. Project. End of day. I open voice mode and dump everything. What I did. What's blocked. What I'm worried about. What I want to do tomorrow. Claude returns a structured log, flags decisions I've been postponing, and gives me a prioritized list of 3 things for tomorrow morning. This replaces the productivity coach, the journal, and the planning app I used to juggle. Now the real numbers. I logged my own usage for 6 weeks. 47 voice prompts per week on average. 3.2 hours saved per week on inbox triage alone, measured by timing my old workflow against the new one for 2 weeks before I switched. Proposal turnaround dropped from 2 days to under 4 hours. Total spend, $20 a month. What it replaced: a part-time VA quote of $280 a month, a proposal SaaS at $49 a month, and an inbox prioritizer at $19 a month. That's $348 a month of stack. Gone. Here's the setup playbook so you can copy it today. Open the Claude mobile app. Go to Projects. Create 4 new projects with the names I just walked through. For each one, write a system prompt that includes 3 things: your role for Claude in that context, the format you want responses in, and 2 or 3 real examples of what good output looks like. Pin the 4 projects to the top of your projects list. Turn on voice mode in settings. That's it. The whole setup takes about 90 minutes if you write the system prompts carefully, and it pays for itself in the first week. One thing I want to be honest about: this is not a replacement for Claude Code or MCP if you're a developer shipping software. Those tools do different jobs. But if you're an operator, a founder, an agency owner whose real bottleneck is decisions and communication, not code, the mobile setup is where the leverage hides. Most tutorials skip it because it doesn't look as impressive on a screen recording. It just quietly gives you back 3 hours a week. If you want the actual system prompts for those 4 projects, the inbox triage, proposal draft, screenshot extractor, and daily log, I packaged them with setup notes at BizflowAI.io. Same templates I deploy for clients running solo ops. While you're there, see real examples of what we ship. If you want this built and customized for your workflow, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io and hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next breakdown finds you.